Hi there. This is Jonathan Ginsberg, and I'd like to talk to you today about how I approach cases involving Crohn's and colitis and irritable bowel syndrome. My experience has been that judges in Social Security cases are usually pretty receptive to people with irritable bowel diseases like Crohn's, irritable bowel disease and so forth, because they recognize that these conditions create a lot of significant work limitations. And I think that when you're preparing your case, when you're getting ready to go to court, you want to really focus on a certain number of factors that really impact your reliability. And I think first and foremost is bathroom breaks. Believe it or not, I've won many cases by showing my judge that my client would need to take numerous unscheduled bathroom breaks and would need to be able to go quickly if the need arose, because judges recognize that in terms of work situation, employers do not let especially entry-level workers take excessive unscheduled breaks. And I think when you've got irritable bowel disease, it's very common that you need to take multiple bathroom breaks. Some days maybe none, but some days you may have to take 4 or 5 or 10 breaks during the day, and it may take you a long time in the bathroom as well. And of course there's pain and other side effects with that. So I think I would really focus and be prepared when you go in to give a number that I have to take. I have to go at least twice an hour or 5 times a day or whatever it may be. Again, stay away from you want to stay away in general from all the time or frequently or not very much or not very far. You want to be real specific, 7 times. And when I go to the bathroom, I may be in the bathroom for 15 minutes at a time. Judges can plug these numbers into hypothetical questions that they give to vocational witnesses when they come up with their profile. So the more specific you can be, the better. You want to discuss side effects of medications. I know some of the medications that are prescribed for irritable bowel can cause other problems. It can cause drowsiness, it can cause constipation, it can cause stomach distress, it can cause any number of things, excessive water, any number of things. And I think you need to know which those side effects are, the ones that affect you, and be prepared to testify about those and how it affects you. Because again, what you're trying to prove is that even though you'd like to work, being able to get through a work day would be very difficult because of all the unscheduled breaks and the side effects and other problems with the reliability you might have. I think this is, whenever you have a Social Security case, if you've got a long work history, make sure to talk about that. This is not specific to IBS, but it's really relevant to any case. If you've got a long work history, explain to the judge how difficult this has been for you not to be able to work, that you enjoyed working, that you were productive, that you don't want to be here. And I think judges recognize that people, especially if they've had good careers, don't stop working to collect a few dollars from Social Security, but be prepared to talk about that. Talk about how the IBS has affected other parts of your life, hobbies that you used to do, gardening, sports that you can't do anymore, how it's affected your relationships. Again, you want to paint a picture for the judge of a person who doesn't want to be here, had a good job, can't do it anymore because of these symptoms that just continuously arise, and weakness that maybe comes from it, not being able to get proper nutrition because you're not able to digest your food properly, things like that, problems working around schedules for eating, just anything that would interfere with your normal day-to-day activities. There is, as far as the theories of disability that I use, there is a listing for IBS, that is listing 5.06, and sometimes judges will use that in hearing decisions, but most of the time they're going to focus on your functional capacity, and they'll try to create a profile that describes your capacity and the limitations that come from your capacity. And again, those limitations would be excessive breaks, unscheduled breaks, too many missed days from work. If there's depression involved, it could be emotional instability at work, problems interacting with coworkers and supervisors. But I think really reliability is the main factor, and that's what you want to really focus on. And these cases are good cases to really prepare with your attorney. When I have an IBS case, I always meet with my client a week or two ahead of time to discuss what's going to happen and practice some of the questions. Of course, you'll be nervous at the hearing, and if you do a pre-hearing meeting, you may be a little bit less nervous, and that'll help you get through the hearing. So it's really important to, I think, to prepare properly and to know how to answer these questions. To give you some encouragement, judges do find irritable bowel and Crohn's and colitis case is pretty compelling because they recognize that people with these symptoms, again, they're typically well documented in the medical record, that people with these symptoms are going to have a real hard time functioning just on a day-to-day life, much less in a work environment. So I would encourage you to, if you've got this situation, got this disease, to go ahead and apply, because there's a good chance you're going to win. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. Again, my name is Jonathan Ginsberg. My contact information is below, and I hope, again, if I can be of assistance to you, that you'll feel free to give me a call or drop me an email. So until next time, again, Jonathan Ginsberg here, and we'll talk to you soon.